get the chat. Let's see if it's already live. Have to get notified. Here we go. It's like an average notifies you in 30 seconds. Hey Peter, well I was hoping that you would join. And just 1 second, I'll do that. Here we go. EMSK, that's goat. Well, let's take a close up because I think that goat is turning into my favorite thing. So the background is definitely not worked out yet. And I started from it just to pull the painting together, but then I realized that I have to go through all of it and goat needs to be as the center. But now with the goat, like I can see the contrast, the colors, and definitely it's going to be easier to add up all the caves and curves on the Grand Canyon. Uh, yeah, but first gonna finish with the goat itself. But it looks cute. I love that face, just unbothered. I knew that it would be a great painting. Leland, Dylan Shridov is a fellow Georgian in the chat. Good to see you. Okay, so, yes, you're the first. Well, Chris is still sleeping, and so I will do both question, respond, and painting as well. I was watching your last live stream, and then a notification came in, and yes, he wasn't bothered. Well, I mean, that's the most accurate I could, like the horns, everything. I just basically tried to make it as close as possible to what it's supposed to be. Okay. გორხარ სახელის შენი მართლა კარგად ხატავ. ჩემი სახელია დიანა, my name is Diana. And thank you, მადლობა. That's me speaking Georgian right now. Okay, well, I will have. What is Chris up to? He's sleeping peacefully and he's probably gonna wake up gradually. I just don't wanna push him too much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump between the reference picture and the chat, and I think that should be fine. There we go. Where's the okay? I can see what we can do here. So yeah, we're gonna finish up the goat at the very least in this live stream. Then the rocks, I don't think the rocks is the easiest part of the mountain. And well, Peter, since you're here, I'm thinking, I thought adding up animals would be good, but I think now maybe small lizard could give an extra charm, but this goat looks so unbothered and cool as the center of the painting that I wouldn't want to shift focus from him to even on the side as distraction. So I think we can decide that in the end together, because I don't need to paint anything right now. I can literally just do that on the top of those layers once I cover all the layers, and we can decide it together. Nothing in chat. Great painter, thank you very much. It's like it's 10, 18 p.m. here, and normally in bed by 10, but I'm free for next 3 days. Well, good for you. Is it the spring break for you too, or like how or just a leave? Nice tattoo, thank you. Or quotation, this is normal. Well, yeah, it's all about to have the best outcome. Very good, thank you very much. And notice the art. It's not a compliment. Already married? Please be. Let's chat, keep the chat clean. Forgot to drink the. So they're probiotic drinks, and every morning we're drinking one with some green bananas if we have for the gut health. Yeah, Peter says, hi you all. She's painting the commission from a photo I took in the Grand Canyon. And that is, well, thank you for taking that picture, like genuinely. What's the inspiration for your current painting? Well, Peter exactly answered to that question. I even have the print of the picture. It's very cool, and unfortunately the print didn't work like the best colors on this one, and the phone it looks way better. gotta buy more gray. Still more than enough for this one, I think. Should be fine. Sorry for getting silent. I will look in the chat in a little bit. Okay, just applying the shades and shadows right now and covering up the coat. See, let's look at the chat quickly. Oh my god, Nix, welcome to the chat and thank you for the gift memberships. That's very sweet. That's very, very sweet of you. Sorry, I was painting and having the reference in front of me. And yeah, Chris is asleep, so he cannot notice it physically before me, so that's very sweet. Dee says, hi Dee, welcome back. Hey everyone, is turning out good. I didn't know your hair was that long. I think it is, and I didn't even brush it. I'm like in a very natural state right now. So yeah, no, it's grown quite much. I used to draw back in the day, but now no patience. I was pretty good too. Not professionally good, but enough. You know, it's, I believe there is always a workout around it. work around, meaning that if you're impatient, well, make it your style. If you still want to create art, obviously, because I don't know if you're capable of doing even a little bit of better than most of the people, it's a talent. It's a really can be a call, and it can be therapy, and it can be such a huge part of your life. Can help to keep everything in order, actually. And yeah, just not doing it because you don't have enough patience. I thought same. I thought, oh, I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, yeah, I'm good, but never had enough patience. Well, actually, now I'm getting more and more patient. So that's quite huge. And don't let it stop you. Maybe make it your style and just make pieces that you don't take much, but just put that character or sketch or whatever it is. I mean, who am I to tell you? But like a person who's been in the same dilemma that my bother, maybe I'll do it when I'm older, when I manage to do all the other things. And then I'm like, well, time is flying and you never know when you're out of it. Good morning. This is the Grand Canyon piece. Well, guys, I gotta hop back to the reference again, so I just can see properly what it is all about. Okay. Apply the liner. Using this metal section right here. Also today, we're having a rest day with the crew. That means I can do a boxing training live stream on a heavy bag, and, like I usually do. Trying to stick at least once a week. Okay, break. Here we go. Hi, Demon. Good to see you. Let me see you through the chat quickly. Very nice painting. That's Peter's picture painting. That's true. That's amazing. Well, Peter likes it. That's very important. It's coming to life every day. Nothing but respect. Appreciate it. My right arm is my shoulder is hurting a little bit. That started from the boxing because, well, funny. I became I started practicing southpaw stance, and well, you work out your jab a lot, whichever stance you stand in, and well, it hurts, and I kind of reminded vaguely the times of when I started boxing around 10 years ago. It was kind of the same. I had so many issues and pain in my left jab, in my left arm and shoulder, just because of that. So kind of going through the same phase, but gotta be careful to not really develop any chronic injuries. So I just realized while painting, like it started like really feeling, so I'm gonna have to let it rest. How many hours it takes, and Nick says as many hours as it takes. That's probably gonna take 10-15, I would say. It's already the hour, I think it's hour 6 approximately. Well, Grand Canyon details are a little bit intricate, but I think it's going to be way easier to go through it like in that way. The goat, as you can see, there's going to be some minor details on the top of the goat, but also pretty much done, almost done. And then the rocks is the easiest part in my opinion. So, well, that's come a long way, and looks amazing per usual. Thank you, V-Man. V-Man, the man. All the crew is in the chat. Well, Matt, I don't see Matt though, so not all the crew. That's up how fast she can draw. Yeah, it depends how up. Like there's no strict deadline. Usually artists also take longer deadline. They always set longer deadline due to if it's oil paints especially, and if the commission has to be sent, it needs to dry out too. So they always pick a longer deadline. Yeah, this one, let me show you some of my artwork from here. So that one was the first one. That took 15 hours too, because of the style of the paint. Like you see, it's very grainy, and if you close up, it's not that intricate, but on the background, that's kind of the style of the painting. This one took longer. It's like a 20 plus hours. Just because it's a single figure, but a lot of details on the Paul Reed's painting. Well, this one really took 45, 46 hours because, like, as you can see, even in the close-up, the skin is smooth, the snow, the frozen, and you can see the hair strokes, the raven, the helmet, and that took longer. And this one is, here we go, it's coming along. Going to be very, very interesting. Just put it here. Okay, it's like a life journey. It takes time. That's true, Nix. Absolutely. Well, that's amazing. I started to feel inspired to do something similar. Abinat, well, you do it. If you had that thought, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Love it. That's great. When your husband wakes up, I'll ask some questions, but right now I'll keep chat entertained. Oh, absolutely. Try taking an Epsom salt bath. It helps the muscles relax and promotes healing. Well, that's a good idea. We don't have baths here, but there are a lot of spas and open area get bathed. There's like a mud bath and mineral water bath, so maybe I'll take that. Also, taping and some exogenous like the gels is a good thing for a local anti-inflammation. So basically to keep the inflammation in check. I'm really inspired. Seriously, I will do it. I have so many ideas in my imagination. Well, hello, same here. There was a lot of ideas in my head, and now well, this is the commission. But when I saw this picture, I was like, wow, this is definitely has to be someone has to paint it, and that someone ended up to be me. And it's a great journey. That's for sure. Diana, always great to see you. Hi, Bert. Welcome back to the chat. Alexandra Santos, hello. Brazil. Write down your inspiration so you don't forget. That's a good advice from Nix. Inspire. Hey, to be honest, I see a Marab version in you, maybe hardworking. Well, I mean, I'm Georgian too, and I think we would sound like Marab when we speak, when Georgians very sound look-alike sometimes. uh, but I'm definitely having my own ways, my own journeys. I'm like an artist boxer. I mean, not in MMA specifically as a competition, but in the boxing profession, getting ready for my professional debut. And well, it's interesting to see, like, I really approach boxing same as I do my artwork, with artistic view. Great work, lady. Thank you, real Matthew. I really like your paintings. You're very good at what you do. James, thank you very much. Can you show your most colorful paint? That colors are easy to paint with. Most colorful paintings. Well, this is the most colorful painting so far. And yeah, I mean, it's not really a problem. I thought it would be challenging to get back to it. I was good with colors. I never had issue, but still, it was like a more, and you didn't have to stick to accurate and to, like, when I was in the art school, it was, you had to put the character and put your style. That was more the point of using the references. And when you commissions, sometimes you're told that, okay, I want it to be exactly or very close to what it is now, and then it takes planning and setting the right colors, right blueprint from the very start. And I think I'm doing quite well with it. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not really stuck on the black and white. This is completely beautiful color palette and just choosing right paints, and here we are. The eyes are amazing in this artwork. You're talking probably about the Valkyrie First Blood. Coming along very quickly. Appreciate you sharing the adventure with us. Thank you, Iman. Yeah, she's very talented, which is the reason the current painting came from my picture from my phone in the Grand Canyon. Yeah, like what a small world actually. Like imagine going to the Grand Canyon in January, taking an amazing picture. Like, I don't know what photographers would say, but I actually think that even great photographers would appreciate. It's a phone picture, but it's a good quality, and such a nice character. Like the background layout is also beautiful. That's and then you just send it to me, and I make a commission on it and send it all the way from Vietnam. And I think that's super awesome. Fair enough. Do you have any tiger ball or a portable massage machine? Well, a trigger ball, you probably mean. Yes, I have trigger ball, but this is not trigger, this is a joint. That's a little bit tricky part. It is a joint, and it is maybe a tiny muscle which lays under this bone, and that happens to bodybuilders when they do a lot of shrugs in this position. When you rotate it that way, it's better. But yeah, actually, this part is also a little bit. It's not inflamed, but it like clicks, and the other shoulder, I can feel the inflammation going because of that pain. But it's about the matter of resting, anti-inflammatory supplements and medication, and antioxidants, letting it rest, some collagen, and glucosamine, which I ran out from, but try to solve this. Is Chris not there with you this time? He is there, he's just sleeping. Are you single? No, I'm married. He's married queen. Green, okay. How long have you been boxing for? I've been boxing since 2015, I think. This is when I started, but it was like a little bit an amateur, and it was back in time when we didn't really have women's team, we were just trying to make it, and then I retired for some other reasons. I wanted to work, support my family. I became a personal coach, fitness trainer, and then I moved, learned English, started doing it online, like online trainings, which I still do. I have some very loyal, very good, dear clients to me that are basically my friends, and I'm training them. A lot of them are coming from US. And yeah, I've been always training on and off, and even did a little sparring partner training with other girls to prepare. And then since last year, I decided to, you know what, why not? Before that, for quite an 8 month period, I was training sprinting seriously. This is how that channel started, actually. And if you scroll very back to the videos, the first videos, that was more about sprint training. But that sprint training really helped my footwork, and I still do those A-B skips, and I still have that form, and I use some of the sprints for the training. And here we are. I just since last year, I decided why would I do that and live stream also the journey. But then I decided to live stream other things as well, and that's how we ended up here. Watching from Philippines, like painting behind you, thank you. All of those paintings are mine. Yeah, I live in Vietnam. Diamond looks strong. I like the goat one. I need that. Well, the goat one is a commission, but Peter is gonna say if he wants it exclusively for himself, or he's okay for prints to come out, because we usually in our website we are preparing more and more prints to come out. Not only for paintings like T-shirts and some cool sketches that I make like with the pencil, but at this point every painting that is here will have its own prints, edition of the prints on the website available, so that might be an option. Hey, well, that's why we're asking Peter, like, you cannot have the original painting 100%, but I'm from Georgia country, and stream before sleeping video wakes up. Also, you're sleeping. Yeah. Let's keep it up. All of you folks are the good ones, and yeah, No need for, how you say it, drama. No dramas here. You're all good. How much for the paintings? Well, this one starts from 3,000. The one in the back. The bottom one, Paul Reed, is a collaboration and a gift to the Paul Reed himself, the MMA fighter. You can look him up. It's like a very great inspirational man. This one, 5,000-6,000 as the beginning price, I think, because that took me 46 hours. And this one is also a commission, so not for sale. Well, you are correct. It is 10 a.m. Almost 10 a.m. Will be in 6 minutes. I'm thinking to turn it around a little bit because my position, the way I sit, is not the best. So we'll keep staying chat, folks. I'm gonna continue in this one. That is better because my shoulder is directly aimed now. It's easier. This is my favorite part of the goat, like this little, um, I don't think it's called paw, I don't know what it's called, but like little leg is just chilling right here. It's so cute. Good morning. I have your phone.
You stole my phone.
Yeah. There are people waiting for you in the chat.
Your chat.
Oh, in the chat. I'm using the tiniest of the brush now, and this is like a perfect brush for strokes and really evening out the. Good morning. You want a microphone? Is the crowd cheering that you woke up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. I want to buy the Viking, Chris. In other words, you. Okay. Am I for sale now? Have you put on my ads that I'm for sale?
Not yet.
But the goat is looking really cool. I like the goat.
Yeah. It really does look
And
good.
he needs a coffee and a joint. Let him gather the chat. Hey, what's up, Nick? How are you, brother? Everything good? Uh, yeah, no, I'm definitely not a wake and bake person.
It's gonna make it worse.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if they can hear it properly. Or they do.
Let's see if I get the thing. Put on some pants. Flash entirely good.
And the microphone, I think, is right there. is it?
I'm just going through the chat. You guys are great. I'm having so much fun with. Bert is here too. Is Chris not there with you this time?
Yeah, you're going through the whole chat, okay.
And Nix went on a little shopping spree with memberships.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try to stay updated on the last ones now. I'm not gonna read all of them straight away. Nick says he's gotta go to bed now, 99th.
99.
Yeah, have a good sleep. Take care.
Thank you for the memberships again.
C. Martin Love wants the Viking painting. Ah, cool. Good morning, sunshine. Great to hear from you, bro. Thank you, Bert. Kids, lol.
Yeah,
You're a kid too, V man. I know it. I'm a kid too. I'm a gigantic kid, but I'm still a kid.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Would you guys rather get membership or straight up donations? Nix asked.
It's up to you. It's really up to you. All of this is appreciated. Sorry, I'm zoning out.
Yeah, I'm just waking up, so.
You're just waking up and I'm zoning out, so it's good.
But definitely we need to start doing the live streams earlier in the morning for us time here.
Yeah.
Because everyone we know seems to be awake and alive at this time. Not everyone, but like a big percentage.
Yeah.
Can I have the phone for a second, sorry? I'll just. I'm just very quickly pinning the email address for commissions and originals. That also reminds me, we need to do the drawing of the person that gets the.
I wanted to do that. I remember. I'll probably keep it after this live stream, after this commission,
Yeah.
because it's just one session and then we can start the other one. Don't you agree?
Yes. I concur.
Okay, I need the phone.
Well, C. Martin Love wants to buy the painting. That's cool.
You can email us.
Yeah, contact diana.redheaddiaries@gmail.com. We will at some point auction some paintings when the portfolio gets a little bit bigger, but like we've said all along, the YouTube audience will get chances before anyone else.
Yes.
Because we love you guys and we really want to keep the circle small.
Just a little.
Yes, baby. It's such a beautiful self-portrait, baby. You're glowing in that picture.
I like this goat so much I can't even get pissed.
There's nothing to get pissed.
I know, but yeah, you know I never get pissed, but it's like, it's so adorable. You know my soft spot for the weird looking sassy animals.
Baby, give us a little goat stare. See, you see how? Yes, you see. I see this. It is a self-portrait. Very cute little goat. Except when she wakes up in the morning. If you've seen that raccoon that's in the trash can that opens the door, that's what she looks like in the morning. This is the first thing I see in the morning.
And you love it.
I do love it. Awesome. We love you too. Vima says, I appreciate it, guys.
I love you guys. Mutual.
Wow, classic. And that's where you need to laugh. Like from no. Bah, bah. Is that just? I don't even know if that's what goats sound like. I know that's how sheep sound like, but maybe goats are.
Be. No, be is the sheep and ba is the...
This is your family tree, baby. You would know a lot more.
Yes, I'm the future goat. You might all know.
You okay, big fella? Heard some sniffling. No, it's literally just because I'm waking up. I also didn't.
Baby, I suggest you to put on your.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I also did like almost 3 hours of training yesterday. So I'm a little bit sore here on that. Shane Way, welcome back. Peter is, oh my god, I'm crying in laughter. Nick says, Baja, sheep next to the mountain. Takes me 30 minutes to wake up. Yeah, something like that. It's gotta get all your thoughts and everything gathered properly.
You have thoughts in that little hat?
Stop stealing my jokes. Dana's officially only ever made 4 original jokes and she can't remember a single one. So all the other ones are mine and she steals.
I just always forget my jokes, but that's sometimes really.
Yes, it's so difficult because there's 4 of them. Let's turn off the microphone before we go to the bathroom, maybe?
Yes. That's good. Smart idea. That's funny.
Christopher is putting on makeup, y'all. Clearing his throat. This nasal patch is a guy thing. Don't steal my jokes.
Oh, so much fun with you guys.
I snap away immediately. It's a trauma thing. Yeah, I know quite a few people that have had that, like, one once they're awake, they're completely on straight away. A few army buddies and stuff that, like, they're on. I don't need any makeup. I'm naturally pretty, Peter.
So great. Okay, little break. The foot.
Huh?
The goat foot.
The goat foot. Okay, let's give them a close up of the goat
Like
foot.
you see how it's like just sits like lace chill, and that foot is just like whatever. That goat was for that it was there to for Peter to take the picture. Okay, yes, we see the resemblance. Put it away now.
What? I'm not saying anything. I'm just moving the camera back and forth.
I know what you're all about. Yeah, leave with your nonsense.
You love my bullying.
I love your nonsense. Yes.
It's not nonsense, it's bullying.
Just see. Look at the chat too.
I'm happy I could make you laugh. Yeah, thank you, Peter. I appreciate it.
Oh, same. He was laughing. At us too. Not at us, but at our interactions.
Mm-hmm.
If you're laughing on the other side of the screen, that's also great. Laughter is the best medicine. That's true. Twinning.
If I get woken up, I turn into the Hulk. I've been told so to have to wake up slowly. Yeah.
So many similarities we have.
Ha ha ha, twinning. Sorry, Red, I didn't mean it. Yes, you did, V man. Stop apologizing to her. She deserves some bullying every now and
I
then.
can take all the bullying in the world. That's how invincible I am. Chris is preparing me for all the face-offs and all the trash talk that I will face in the boxing. Nothing that can get to me anymore. Tell them what you call me.
What?
Come on, you can tell everything.
I call you all kinds of things.
Yes.
Morbidly obese fatso.
Yeah, that's fine. You started from nerd. Come on, that was first one.
Nerd, yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah, I have lots of pet names for my goat. What can I say? Laughter is the best medicine, that is true. She is a nerd, yeah, I've been saying that all along.
In this layout, it seems that this goat already has a body, but it has a fatter ass, so I don't know, it's gonna be more fat ass right there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just watching from the video. And
You never answered my question, Chris. She ever choke you out? If so, it was a pleasure or self-defense? She's never choked me out, actually.
But I choked out other person in the bar that asked me for that, and Chris uploaded that video on his Instagram. Which is, he's not active on Instagram, it's like a very, just more for contact thing, but that's funny that you uploaded that one. Never do that. I did it because he really asked me for it, and I knew what to do after as well. But like a rear naked choke.
Yeah, he was very enthusiastic. He wanted to get choked out.
And he was like, no, I've been choked out before, don't worry, because I was just showing technique and like how you need to just, without much effort, the technique of just closing the airways and the blood flow.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not actually closing
Yeah.
airways. You're just
You
restricting
close
blood flow.
the artery, yes. But just general the movement of it. You can actually close airways if you just keep squeezing it, and you can even break your neck if you want to. But just just the technique. He's like, no, do it for real, do it for real. So like I put him, like he stood on his knees. I went like, and that's all in the bar, and no one even noticed. That's the funniest thing. It's like just his friends was like, oh no, that's like it doesn't work that way. And just like do one. He shuts down. I put his head on my like on my hand and on my lap, and he wakes up and it's like, you're good, you're fine. And he's like very excited after that.
We did get his watch and his wallet, but yeah.
We don't do that to normal people. That's not something that you want to do to someone. Even in BJJ, you're careful with that. And usually people tap. They always tap, and you should always let go.
As you started as a nerd, and then you were fat, so, and then I cured you of your vegetabilism.
Well, you used to call me angry ginger man.
Angry ginger man, yes.
No, you called me after you cured me. You said you know that you were angry ginger man. Then you called me little shit. You call me, and that's my.
But
favorite
little
one.
shit is your favorite. When you're really
Well, it's
bad.
very cute. You call everything little shit. Like I call that goat a little shit because it's audacity and little shits running around, aka children. But
You're
what
definitely
what did you come up after? Like the versions that I don't like?
a little crap and a little porta potty.
Like
So full of shit sometimes.
like
Then there's a festival porta potty.
explain what that means.
Huh? It's a porta potty. Everybody knows what a porta potty is. It's full of shit, especially if it's a festival porta potty. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah, don't do this live. Nick says, and I think he's right.
I don't know if is he
Just
referring
7
to
people watching it.
the rear naked joke. Yeah, I think we know everyone in the chat really well.
Yeah. Well, as I said, that's also nothing to be proud of. It was a real case, a very weird case. The guy was Irish, a motorcycle traveler. Like looked like he jumped out of the St. Patrick's pot or something, like, and really reckless. And it was hard to say no, but yeah, I never done it to anyone else. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna keep going on the goat, so paint its little fat ass.
Give me the phone for a second.
Yeah.
Damn. Good morning, Vietnam.
Morning.
Christopher, are you ready? I have questions. Okay, well, what are the questions? Lay them on me. Oh. But I'll try to answer.
Intriguing questions.
What made you want to paint, and how long?
Paint.
Yeah. like, why did you start painting and stuff? Like, you were a little autistic kid, and you were just loving.
Yeah, I was just since childhood. I was a little autistic kid, and I would paint and draw more like a drawing first. And painting, I started painting in an art school when my parents put me there, and then gradually, yeah, just when I learned the basic academical skills and knowledge about how to build up the art and composition, graphics, shadowing, all of those things. After that, I just started getting very, very good. But then I had a big gap that many years after the school, I hadn't created any major pieces. And that lasted until now. Okay, since we've been together, I've done some sketches, I've done some Merab's drawing, I've done a few drawings. I've done one oil paint, but that was just like not really, I wasn't really inspired and not really that good.
And Nick gave another 5 memberships.
Hey Nick, thank you.
Thank you so much again.
Very generous. But yeah, essentially, up until now, I haven't painted for quite some time, consistently.
Oh, let's be honest, or everything changed when you started dating me, because a lot of things opened up.
Yes.
Possibility-wise.
Yes.
And you do need someone in your corner that can kind of help you facilitate things.
Well, I think it's how it works. People try to do everything by themselves, and also women especially are encourage you can do it yourself. It's almost like encouraging women to abuse themselves instead of finding a great partner, committing most of the effort and time into one of the biggest investments in your life, which is your life partner, and make everything for yourself easier and for each other and strive together. It's kind of like, oh, you have to fight yourself, you're alone, you go girl, boss bitch, things like that. And I'm glad I did not really fall for that, essentially. Yes, I had to do a lot of things on my own, and I'm glad that I learned things independently, but at the same time, I met you, right? I wasn't the angry feminist who's not dating anymore and things like that.
Chris, chill out. We make women what they are. We don't need credit. Yeah, I wasn't trying to take credit. I just said that my point was that like both Diana and myself flourished after we started seeing each other, because you need someone to support
Yeah, absolutely.
when you're doing artistic things and just logistics of things.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I'm super happy Diana knows common sense.
Common sense is not that common, yeah? That was the
Yeah.
great saying.
I agree, Red. Finding the right one is the hardest part, though. Yeah, you have to be very conscious about it. And it's a lot about timing, because sometimes you can meet the right person, but you're not in the right place or they're not in the right place. And yeah.
It might be hard, but it's not as hard because, let me tell you, one virtue that people are lacking is the patience. And like we both were in a state, like everyone else, there were moments we could just flee because I'm not gonna let anyone abuse me, or I'm not gonna let anyone to tell me what to do. We could do that, but instead it was more like, I think both me and Chris were in the beginning of the stage. We were like, no, but there is something. Let's observe, because you can leave anytime. Who's gonna stop you? Like, who's gonna stop you? Even if it's like, I'm just saying, God forbid, the worst case would end up abusive relationship or something, like just go to fucking police. Like, you know, that it's not. At least for us, we're like quite action, like people who do for action. So, in the worst case scenario wasn't the worst case either. But instead, we chose to stay and observe and look after each other and transform and heal together, and a lot of quality showed up. So it's not just miraculous. It just you. There were moments when you see that I think that's the right person, not because they're perfect or they're like and I think it's just about their that we refused to give up.
Mm.
You didn't leave, I didn't leave, and then it's impossible to leave now. It's like it doesn't work that way anymore, right?
It's a classic example of Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, I guess.
It's hard to find a good live stream. Imagine finding a person with tolerance and patience, Nick says.
That's a good one.
Chris is perfect, Diana, Peter says.
He is perfect. Look at him, he's perfect. This is. Oh, I thought you were wearing your pink underwear.
But it is really about making some hard choices about like what you're gonna tolerate and what you're gonna not, but like finding those the middle way.
Well, to me, the most beautiful is when you grow into something better version of each other, and you look at yourself that you're better, but you also look at them, how your partner is also trying their best, and genuinely you seem them happier and care more and that kind of stuff. Like that's the beautiful transformation that takes some time. Because for people to really care, it takes some time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is also the a big problem is the use and dispose nature of relationships now. Like I remember when Tinder came out, and I'm not trying to brag about it, it's actually something that was like weird to see.
He was scholar of the Tinder.
Yeah, but like it's
Learn how to use it.
when you get as many matches as I did back in the day, and you could go on so many dates, it's like you get less incentive to stick with anyone because you just have a million choices. And I know from the other side, I've talked to a few girls about this, and they're like, most girls have so many choices that it's so easy to just discard people. It's not. It's good for a period, but it's definitely not going to be good for society long term.
No, we need more apocalypse, so things like that. That people will understand that they need to stick to each other.
V-Man is wrong. He says, I'm perfect. As far as I remember, you're only 6 foot tall, right? So I'm 2 inches more perfecter than you, V-Man. I'm right, and my girlfriend gave me permission to say that. Big fella is perfect for red. Yeah, that's nice. I'm glad you see that we have a healthy, good relationship.
Because every day is so much fun too. Because our definition of fun is like live streaming and hanging out with you nerds. And,
God's bow is in the chat too.
welcome.
Don't worry, we can talk about anything and rearrange anything. I won't dictate and I won't be dictated also. Bah, I know, don't rub it in too much. I remember. Do you remember Adam, baby?
Yeah.
A friend of mine in Tbilisi is like, he done how many tours in Afghanistan and
At least 4 and totally 13 years in the army.
yeah. So yeah, special dude. Like had killed and seen a lot of stuff, but like I was literally half an inch taller than him, and I kept that over his head always. Whenever he would say something, I was like, yes, I don't listen to short people's opinion, even though it's just like an inch shorter than me. It was very, very good fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope Adam is.
Sean Perry says, I've given up trying to find the right person. It's nice to see there might be hope. What I would say is like, it's not about finding the right person, it's about becoming the person that will attract the type of person that you want.
Also, give up on finding the right person is just give up on the method. What, how would you do that before? Because that's the thing. What we want and what we need usually is different things, and people that fall for as a man when you see that one girl, you're like, oh, okay, she's special, she's beautiful, she's this and that. Very often it's just what you want and you build up the whole thing, and it happens both to men and women, and you already trap yourself into a failed potentially failed relationship, whether what you need is maybe something else, and that might be right next to you.
Sean Perez said, 100% agree, Chris. I'll be 40 next month, and I finally understand figuring out what you and Diana are saying. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we just have a good relationship and we develop something good. It doesn't make us experts, but the one thing that I am fairly certain of is that if Diana didn't have certain qualities that she's developed over time, and if I didn't have certain qualities that I've consciously developed over time that I knew weren't there previously, like when I was younger, I was much more explosively like aggressive and much more reckless and dangerous and all that kind of stuff, and it wouldn't have worked back then. So yeah. But you can ask me, man, for instance. He's been with Kimberly for, is it 25 years now? Or sorry if I'm over saying too much, too long, but like you do find, when you find the right person and you can kind of be familiar and stuff with it, it does make your life a hell of a lot easier. Ah, yeah, V-Man says, I gave up and then moved in and fell in love with a girl next door 25 years later. Still happy, and our moms are best friends, which makes life so much easier.
Oh, that's cool. Well, not our moms, but your mom and my grandma, they love each other.
Well, they can't communicate, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
A top tip also is find an entire family-in-law that doesn't speak your language. Makes things a lot easier.
Well, with your family, it's easier. No conflicts, nothing. They like me.
Yeah, for sure. Funny you said that about height. I'm 6'2" and consider myself short. I wish I was 6'4", 6'6". I'm 6'2" also, and it's, as long as it's taller than V-Man, everything is good.
That's the classic Chris score. As long as I can bully someone in front of me, it's all that. It's actually funny. The only time, not the only time, we met some taller people than you, but they are usually like bikini, and like I never met the only except that one time back in Georgia gym. Remember that Canadian dude? And funny enough, he was super nice. He was so
Yeah, but he was also on an enormous amount of growth hormone and the test
yeah, but
cycle he was
also
on.
super like he was like a 6'5", 6'7" maybe.
He was 6'5", 6'7", but he's also like a strong man. Like he was literally doing 220-pound overhead presses and stuff. Crazy.
No, it's actually cool because you were looking at him and he's like, you're coming to him. Dude, when he did that, he was like, yeah, and he was actually genuinely happy. I was like, thank you, bro. Oh, that was very cool. But yeah, it's not that often we meet, especially here in Asia. Like, hands up, you're usually the tallest person around.
Sean Perry says, I've flown Georgian soldiers home from Afghanistan years ago.
Oh.
Good, solid dudes.
I did a training with maybe, I don't know, like it's a little bit hard to say because there are quite some of them, but I did a training with special forces guys in Georgia. They were hosting it and they were like a operation, sharing their experience with the army and some of the group of civilians, which I was included in too as well. And yeah, that was fun. And because of that, Georgian special forces are maybe not the best in the world, but they're not weak ass because they exactly participate in those programs. They're one of the people who just signed for being deployed to the quite a rough red spot. And they're super fun. They're like, sense of humor is, you say it cures, right? Well, that's the one thing they have. So they were.
Well, you get a
super
gallows.
funny.
You get a gallows sense of humor when you have people dying around you all the time. It's a coping mechanism.
Well, the cool thing was somehow they were like. So it was one of the studies where I was like on those kind of studies, and one time it was winter. And I'm like, that period I'm showering in cold water, I passed my exam, there's like written by special forces, got some good approvals there. And then I'm like, we're in the operation of the simulation of the raid. So two groups, one is doing the raid and another has to stop the vehicle on the road. So we're that second group. And we did like many hours of the hiking and like setting the camp, waiting for the raid signal, and it's raining / snowing, and all the army, like the infantry guys, started freezing out, so they're like shivering, and I'm just standing there and just waiting. I mean, obviously I'm zoned out and tired too, but I was like just standing like this, and he's like, one special forces guy, he called me a dude, little dude. Like Matevici. Matevici is like a boy, but like a little dude. So it's like, little dude, why are you not cold? It's like, sorry, yeah, I'm not cold. You're not cold? You see your pussies? She's not cold. Why are you cold? Yeah, they were hilarious. Then when we finished, we were all muddy, and guess what? Like literally, because we were sliding through the little hill to get on the road, we were all in mud. And when we finished and we're like back into the base, they're like, it's like, little dude, let me clean you up. He gets this, how do you call that? Like the very big pressure, like water thing. Because you couldn't shower it off, you needed the thing.
So like pressure washer?
Pressure washer. And he's like, okay, get ready. That was hilarious. Oh, good times. Yeah, I love those kind of groups, those kind of experiences, environments. One of the options were, if I didn't meet Chris, I would probably go to like an army, something like that. I was so done with a lot of things. That was actually the environment I like to be around, the people I like to be around. Yeah.
Viman says, lol. Many of my cousins on my dad's side are 6'5" to 7 feet. One of them lives in Iceland. I'm proud to be the tallest one on my mom's side.
That's optimistic with it. Always be optimistic.
Hospice nurses are the worst with dark humor. Yeah, you have to be if you're in that kind of environment where people are dying all the time.
Yeah, it gotta. Yeah, it's a joke. Almost.
Do you have a boxing stream account or an athletic stream account?
Not like a count, but.
She does it from this channel. Um, but now lately she's been working with a professional team and they don't want live streams from that training facility specifically. One of the reasons is like one of the guys there is a WBC Intercontinental Champion and he's preparing for his third, I think, title defense. So they kind of want to keep it a little bit more on the down low.
Yeah.
That's a fact, Peter. My dad gave them hell anyway. Yeah, with the hospice nurses. I should know my animals, but is Diana painting a mountain ram or a goat? Lol. This is a goat.
I think it's a goat. Yeah, according to
So,
Peter's picture, and he's saying it was a goat.
that sounds familiar, Ed. Scottish grandparents don't make life easy, that's for sure, but giving you fantastic good memories and lessons behind them.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, it's a goat. That's awesome. My flying squadron here in Texas are the flying goats. Nice, you're from Texas again. Cool.
I love that we're targeting Texas and some, not only Texas, but like some cool folks from cool states.
V-Man says ram is a male. Yeah, probably.
Ah, okay, so it's the same thing, but it's
And
just
I'm not sure. I know ram is a truck, but I'm not so sure about animals. Hey, just subscribes. Thanks for welcoming me in. Sean, our pleasure.
our pleasure. And
What kind of kit are you on? What do you fly? I'm not a pilot myself, but I used to be a professional wingsuit base jumper, so I spent and skydiving and stuff obviously to learn that. So spent a lot of time in airplanes. What kind of kite are you on? And red is just the gold at painting. Red is just the gold in general.
how do you take it? As a compliment?
Yes.
Hopefully I become a boxing champion too in my weight class, so I can be gold in general.
Oh, actually reminds me of like a fascinating study we did in the base jumping environment. At some point, we actually did have researchers that were doing brainwave scans, that kind of stuff, like, but in real time. So it was hooked up to GPS stuff. So you had these electrodes on your head, and the craziest things happened. So one of the guys I know, he actually crashed when he was with all the headgear and all the kind of stuff, so they could see his brainwaves patterns. So, and because this got uploaded automatically, we know what's the last thing that goes through a person's mind when they crash head into a mountain. Super intense, extreme experience. And the results are shocking. You know the very last thing that goes through a base jumper's mind when they crash into a side of a mountain? the very last thing that goes through their mind is their asshole.
Ask me how many times I've heard that one and how many times then he starts telling that story like I'm trying to hold back.
That's awesome, Chris. I've flown 17 years for the Air Force. Well, salute to your service, sir. Single engine turboprop planes, Beech 400s, C-17 cargo, like the one I took Georgian Force as well. Peter is laughing at my joke. You guys are awesome. We'd get along so well in real life. Fantastic stuff.
Everyone who we're getting along with in the chat are welcome to come here on the vacation, or if we come to your area, definitely letting you know.
The joke, the last thing that goes through a base jumper's mind when impacts is like, sometimes I will do that in a setting where I will draw the story out much longer, and I'll get an entire table full of people invested, and everyone's like, oh, what happened? And I'll talk about because we did actually have some people in the community that were doing like studies and that kind of stuff. What I said didn't actually happen that way. But yeah, it's quite funny. You sit there for like 10 minutes telling this whole complex story, and it all comes down to the punchline of the last thing that goes. And you want a close-up of Red's self-portrait? You can do some base jumping in Utah, Colorado. Yeah, I know. I was many seasons out in Lodi, California. They have a skydiving center there. They have a few towers and stuff around there. But I know Utah, Colorado is just beautiful for jumping. Also, it's not technically legal, but in Yosemite, there are some amazing wingsuit jumps. But that's illegal, so I would never do such a thing.
Mm-hmm. So many vehicles.
I try to get my medicine to everyone around me, or I mean laughter, and getting Chris to laugh in the morning, priceless.
Yeah, we love good laugh. Everyone does. So now I'm using small, teeny tiny brush to literally cut the air strokes.
What have you named that brush? Oh, it's short, so it's V-Man. Oh, sorry, man. I'll calm down on it. But it was there, and I had to do it.
So funny.
Final tattoo thoughts. Worth it?
Depends on you. If you have doubts, that's not a good sign. Who is asking?
Sean Perry, the pilot.
As I said, if you're cool with it and you accept it as the part of your body and you choose the right thing and you're like, okay, I'm ready to commit to it, then yes. I'm very chill. I was like, my first tattoo is the one back here. I don't know if you can see it from here.
Yeah, how is it?
Yeah, it was literally. It was the girl who went to the same art school as me, great artist, but she just started tattoos. So it was like her sixth, like a lab rat. And I was like, yeah, okay. And like at some point she's doing it. And I picked that spot because I'm not gonna see much of it. So it's like great first tattoo spot. She's like, oops, I made a little mistake. So she kind of went up the line. I was like, oh, it's okay, just continue. So, and that was me when I was 15 years old. So that's how chill I was regarding it. So the further tattoos, like this one and it's this one is not perfect either, but it's such a charming tattoo, Georgian theme, and designed by me. Also, I did it with the student, not the actual artist. This one was the great tattoo artist, and you can see the quality, but all of those are very charismatic, and I'm not getting more tattoos. Like, at some point I was like, oh, more tattoos, but then, yeah, I kind of grew out of it. So, but I love my tattoos, and people love my tattoos too.
Well, if you guys need sunlight at night, just get Chris to take off his shirt. Well, yeah, so I like my white privilege.
We're trying to protect it at all costs when you are here in Southeast Asia. It's easy to lose it.
Darn, I booted myself, Peter says. How did you boot yourself? Okay. The Milkmaid Kid, welcome back. Tattoos are interesting. Quitting it, but I would go for temporary because you can change them up.
Well, I'm not sure if there is such thing as temporary unless it's a sticker.
No, you do have a special type of tattoo that you can make. That
You sure about
yes, because it won't fade away automatically, but there is a special type of ink that you can use that they can just that you just expose to a certain type of light. It's not like you're moving it with laser and stuff, but it basically dissolves it into the body and it goes away automatically over time.
Yeah, I guess that's like.
But like you can look at my arms and stuff. I'm covered in tattoos. I have tattoos everywhere on my neck, on my whole arms and everything. So
You can look at the tattoos of the person and see what kind of character they are. You know, a lot of people have movies and like such a polished tattoos. You know that they're going to like the best tattoo artist in the area and something. And there are like people like Chris, who whether was in prison or just did the very drunk, adventurous. Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. Like but you don't have those tattoos that are like in the prison, like my father has, but. You know, the quality of that tattoos, you know what I mean? It's like whether you were on the crazy bender, and which is true, a lot of those were done like during those times, and or like you would be in prison, which you haven't been.
Nick asks, what does your right arm say? Well, it's two different things. One is, I'm imagining most people here have seen Pulp Fiction. Hold on, wait 1 second. There's no viewers, so let me just check the.
Change to the.
No, but give me the phone and let me see if it's streaming at all. Meat beater, yeah. Yeah, no, it does seem to be working again. Yeah, so what does my right arm say? On one side, if you've seen Pulp Fiction, it's what Samuel L. Jackson says in Pulp Fiction before he shoots someone. So the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, because he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. It shows one viewer, which is weird because like I'm on one channel here and I know there's other people in the chat. So yeah, on one side of my arm, it was a quote from Pulp Fiction, one of the greatest movies ever. When I ever have to shoot someone, I have something I can read for them. And on the other side, it says, mind your thoughts, they become words. Mind your words, they become actions. Mind your actions, they become habits. Mind your habits, they become your character. And mind your character, it becomes your destiny. And every night you look in the golden box. Yes, always looking in the golden box.
Can I have the phone?
The time in Vietnam is now 11:08 in the morning. Let's hope you never have to shoot someone. It'll take too long looking at your arm. Well, it's on my right arm, so I can hold it. Oh, I read it. I can read it upside down, but yeah. Chris, do you all use AM and PM? Well, I've adapted to it over time, but where I'm from is not. We don't usually use PM and AM.
I learned English from American sources, so of course I learned how to use the
Do my contacts not my comments not show up in the chat? Milkmaid Kids ask. Yeah, no, I did read a couple of your comments and stuff. Is the goat is getting closer to the edge, or is that an optical illusion? At least you don't have a Sublime song tattooed. Does the goat have a name? Yes, its name is Diana. Oh, you mean the one in the picture, the one she's painting? Well, it's technically Peter's picture from the Grand Canyon. Did you name it Peter?
Steven.
I love watching this painting come to life. The goat is looking awesome with every stroke. It's 12 a.m. here in Michigan. No, sir. Give me a minute. I think that was I'm fairly certain that was a response to
The name?
the name, yeah. Edict. Oh my, here we go again. Amazing content with 2 goats and a cameraman who never dies. Looks great already.
That sounds cool. Very cool.
Hey, what's up, VJ? Welcome back. Whoa, are you sure it's not 12 p.m.? The goat's name is Merlin because it was magical. that I was able to take the picture.
Oh, cool name.
Mm.
Merlin.
The painting is almost complete. No, not by a long shot. The goat is getting a little bit more complete, but this, if you see the background and everything, is just the base layer. It's going to be way more detailed. Autocorrect with my keyboard, swipe to type. Yeah, it's archery with my keyboard. I don't know what you're trying to say exactly. I'm sure we'll find out soon. No problem, B, man.
All good?
Yeah, no stress. Are the 3 other paintings already sold? The Paul Reed one is already gone. The 2 others we have, we will auction them at some point. But right now there's 2 options. Either we sell directly to one of our viewers that really wants it, and then they get a reasonable market price without auction, because we want to prioritize the YouTube audience and the people we have good relationships with here in the chat and all that kind of stuff. And to explain very quickly like how it works for building up an artist's career, which is I'm helping doing from the back end, is you have to build up a bit of a portfolio first, and you have to build up a bit of so people know your different styles. This you have a distinctive style that's yours, that people identify with, and we have potentially further down the line we'll put on some exhibitions and do some more promoting of the stuff and building it out like that, and have a few limited editions, and now gradually making some other types of art. Diana wanting to do some stuff with some stoic sayings and things for t-shirts and small stuff like that, but it takes a while to build up a good crowd and a good portfolio and all that kind of stuff, but that's the beauty of it. We're in no major rush. Where did you guy get that easel? You can answer that.
What is easel?
That's the thing that holds the camera.
The camera, easel. Well, I got it right here down the street. Apparently there is like a art supply shop, and it's a Vietnamese lady there, so it's like super cheap. It cost maybe, I don't know. How much it was approximately? But I bought, first time I bought the big canva and some paints and with this, and all of that cost around $25 US dollars.
Ashkai Patel says, sorry bro, whenever I see a goat I think about dinner. Peter is like, his name is Merlin, the goat. Yeah, you can't eat Merlin.
Yeah. Merlin's not a
Those,
fruit.
though lamb and sheep and goat are really good.
No, don't eat my Merlin.
Okay, sweetie. You know your shoulder is gonna start creaking, so
Yeah, 1 second.
put down the pencil and stretchy stretch. Sweetie.
Just 1 second. Almost. There we go.
Merlin is just chilling.
Yeah, little chilling goat. Hey, Nix, thank you for more memberships. Wow. Yeah, we're getting more members now. I need to start doing something. Maybe personal art classes. What do you think about that?
Good night, good day, guys, Nick says. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Much
Yeah, have a-
appreciated.
much
Always
appreciated.
good. Always good to see you in the chat. You have a lovely day.
Yeah, and enjoy your time.
Okay, sweet. But I didn't say look at the picture. I said stretch.
Yes, but even stretching it does maybe it's a joint. For this one, it's more like resting it and just keeping it like down there. It's like I'm lazy to just like I'm gonna sit. Okay. Join me with my stretching.
Nick wrote, nope, just get paid. V-Man says, good night, Nick. You're awesome. Yeah, we appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah, good night and see you in the next one. Regarding the goat, I'm just gonna finish up this little part and keep going like with the hair strokes a little bit all over, and yeah, I'll let it rest.
Diana, what's wrong with you? On camera, what's wrong with you? Oh my god, you're disgusting.
The nerve.
The nerve on you. I hear that, Chris. It came from behind me. I was Diana, 100% sure.
This is what he does to me. He just does that in the street. That's what I'm living with.
You love it.
You have a choice.
I'll share some good stretching moves with you guys. I got it from my chiropractor and they work so well. Yeah, feel free to share.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep going with this.
It came from behind me. I turned around. Ha ha ha, I heard that. You have your own bomb which comes from behind you. Diana is a ventriloquist farter.
Okay, stop it. Like, really, stop it.
tries to blame me, but it's all her.
The nurse.
Diana would never. Maybe give it a little bit more natural light.
I think it's fine.
So you're gonna finish that little part of the goat, and then you'll.
A little bit hair, so here and there. Pretty much to have the goat ready as the something that brings the whole thing together. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, that beast behind you needs to wipe, lol. I think Vietnamese food is doing tricks on your stomach.
That can be true.
Just kidding, I'd be proud about that one too. Diana has so many talents, she can even be a ventriloquist farter. So it sounds like it's coming from someone else.
Like, I'm trying to be a lady here, and what are you doing? Even implying on it is the audacity.
Okay, so Peter says like the goat changes color as the lightning, sun, and cloud changes.
Well, it's just the effect of the. I need to add more shadows, but it's basically when I even out it more. This is darker part with more hair. There's gonna be lighter hair strokes too, and there's the light from behind. I'll light it up in darken up some parts. So it's right now it's. This is quite light, but again, on the picture, it actually, yeah, we need a little bit more grace too, but it's not a problem to add that out.
Viman asks, do you ever do the Dutch oven?
That's question 2.
No, I don't have to. Yeah, she just loves it so much. She just. Anyway, we're being very childish this morning.
That's fun. Good fun.
Loud is proud. My lady is, and it still shocks me. I remember when once Diana farted. It was right on the live. It's very embarrassing for everyone involved.
I'm gonna just ignore it.
Oh, I love it. Yes, man. We love you too, brother. It's always good fun to have you in the chat. I haven't forgotten about your mayo recipe, by the way. I just haven't got around to getting the ingredients. But we also need a blender and a bunch of stuff. So I'll get to it at some point. But someone has to be the adult in the relationship. Lol.
Could we switch those roles here and there? Sometimes Chris is adult, sometimes very often I am. True?
Yeah, kind of. You have a fighter living with you and no blender. Tisk tisk. Um, I mean, we don't. There's
Like
not.
the old school way.
It's not that much we need it for really now, to be honest. It's something we should have. It's just haven't gotten around to it. No rush, my man. You don't need a blender for it. But if you need, you need. I mean, like, if we can made without a blender, I thought you needed blenders because that's how I've made mayo in the past with just olive oil and eggs. But I mean, your recipe is very, very different, so. Yeah, we will get around to it. It's just.
A lot of things going on. Chris didn't have time to cook new things.
The snort is a sneeze and a fart at the same time.
Of course, you boys gonna
Um,
talk about farts.
But is that like is that you're technically just a straw at that point, where like air is coming in and out of two orifices at the same time? It's easy and worth a try. The snort or the mayo. To people that don't understand the context at all, V-Man sent us a recipe for mayo. Yeah. Slapping Peter Jan is your destiny. Baby, did you hear that?
Yes, I'll accomplish it.
The weights experience is back. Welcome back. Haha, the mayo. Yes, I got it. Diana's probably gonna try a snort later. If I'm not.
Okay, leave me alone. Trying to focus here on the little stuff.
For
I'm
my
always like that. I do the work and he just finds the amusement in to distract me.
V-Man says for my wife the snort come naturally. I love her though. Yeah, you kind of have to. Ashkai Patel says the money in MMA is just insane. Well, I mean that it really depends on which level you're at as a fighter. Even like beginners at UFC, they make 12 and 12. And with that, 12,000 for the fight and 12,000 if they win, and then they can get some fight bonuses and stuff. But you have to remember, take into consideration that with that money, you have to pay an entire coach team, lots of living expenses, and all that kind of stuff. And it depends on which country you're from.
Yeah.
That kind of money can stretch far in another country, but if you're in the US or in some places in Europe or stuff like that, it doesn't stretch far at all. So
Yep.
are sandwiches a thing where you live? Actually, here in Vietnam, they have something called banh mi. So banh mi is literally French, because this used to be, the French used to be here and stuff. And the French baguettes, that's banh mi is what they're called here. And they have a million different varieties of, so it's like Vietnamese stuffing, like with grilled pork and different things and chili and all that kind of stuff. But in baguette, which they call a banh mi. But I mean, this is a fairly not big city, but it's like what, a couple of million people there, isn't that what you heard, baby?
No, small.
Huh?
Well, with Russians maybe a million, but it was 500,000. Feels bigger, but it's not that big. Probably expanding now.
Yeah, so but what I was trying to say with that is like you can get pretty much any food you want here. But I mean, obviously this is a coastal city, so there's lots of seafood and uh, and that kind of stuff. But you can get pretty much anything you want here. It's they have a very rich, deep food culture, and the food here is amazing. Sean Perry says, "Yeah, love me some banh mi." Yeah, it's really good sandwiches here. Is it true that Vietnamese people are very short? Um,
Quite small.
they're quite small. I mean,
There's some average height people too, so like there.
one thing Vietnam does have though is the skinniest population, like healthy skinny population in the world. You don't see a lot of overweight Vietnamese people here, and it has a lot to do with their food is, at least a lot of their food is fairly simple and a few ingredients like I've noticed this when I'm in the United States, I gain weight pretty quick, even though I eat like I would in a lot of other countries, and it's a lot to do with all the preservatives and the food coloring and all that kind of stuff. I genuinely think that single ingredient food that you cook yourself or or the way they cook it here is so much better for you. I think Mexican food is the best. We love Mexican food too, but it's what you would call indulgent food. It's very calorie dense. And especially when you're trying to hit weight classes and that kind of stuff, is too dense calories becomes
It's a
an
good
issue.
cheat meal.
Yeah.
Quality cheat meal with it's protein and carbs and everything, fats, but definitely not something you would eat every day.
Blue Warrior said, "Enjoy, guys." Well, thank you. I've seen you here before, haven't I, Blue Warrior? It's not your first time around, I think. Either way, welcome if it's first time, or welcome back, but I think you've been here before. In America, everything is loaded with sugar, salt, and/or fats. Raw food are hard to buy, and everything else is so tasty. Yeah, that was my experience too. Yeah, and it's simple things like the bread in Subway, for instance, is not actually bread. Technically, it's cake because there's so much sugar in it. So, yeah, they profit a lot of money by keeping you fat. Vima says, yes, I had a mate from Cambodia and they're like 5 feet to 5'5". His dad used to be a Muay Thai fighter with hemp and glass gloves. Oh yeah, like in Jean-Claude Van Damme did a movie about that at one point. He has the insane body marks to prove it. And Blue War said, yes, dude, how's your day? Yes, dude, too, has been here before. We're doing really well. You missed earlier, Diana was farting and we were all laughing at her. I heard that, Chris, about Subway. Exactly. I stopped eating Subway sandwiches years ago. I didn't know that about Subway, Sean says. Well, I mean, in a lot of European countries, I can't remember which country it was specifically, but they were trying to avoid some sort of tax that was on meals, and basically they came to the conclusion is that they couldn't call it a sandwich because it contained too much sugar, and um, technically got classified as a cake. Blue Warrior says, I'm a Muay Thai fighter too. Ah, nice. Yeah, Diana, not the GOAT, but redhead. She's turning pro in boxing this year.
Not Thai boxing,
No, just standard regular boxing.
classic boxing.
It's crazy. Subway's message is East Fresh. I feel like I'm being scammed. Yeah, but that's what they do. It's they make it hyper palatable, so you want to eat more. Van Damme actually did Muay Thai. Yeah, he was a legit fighter. I mean, he wasn't a professional fighter. He didn't make his living from fighting, but he was a he had real skills. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Alfie? Welcome back. Hi, sir, ma'am. That's what it says.
Hello, hello.
I would say though, I don't know what Subway puts in their cookies, but they're so damn good. Well, that's the whole thing. It's like they're designed to be as hyper palatable as humanly possible. They spend enormous amounts of money. And funnily enough, like big parts of the food industry is owned by the same people that own the tobacco industry. So they're very good at figuring out what's going to get you most hooked. Blue Warrior said, yeah, I prefer regular boxing too, but I'm good in both.
That's great.
Get the protein bowl at Subway with no dressings. The dressings are loaded with sugar. Yeah, I mean, it's like high protein, cheap meal is, yeah, just get a protein bowl at Subway, that works. What is that goat? And then Alfie asks, and Peter Edward says, that's my goat, and his name is Merlin. Merlin is looking so relaxed.
A little bit judgmental too.
A little bit judgmental.
Look at it, it just looks at you. It's like.
Okay, maybe let's do a comparison. Oh yeah, McDonald's, Taco Bell, the list goes on. Damn, what gets comments deleted? Nix, I haven't seen any of your comments getting deleted. Sometimes the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, it's a little bit sucks because we cannot sometimes do anything about it.
It just deletes it automatically. But you have 0 deleted messages, 0 timeouts, and 0 hides. I can see it in the thing here by pressing your name. So none of your comments have been deleted. I may have just
by moderators or by us.
Yeah. Lol, you're gonna catch one if you're not careful. V-Man says. Chick-fil-A is very popular in the States. Chick-fil-A, that's like fried chicken burgers, right? Similar to Popeyes and that kind of stuff. Taco Bell is so tasty.
Okay, now I'm hungry. Thanks, guys. I haven't had breakfast yet.
Morbidly obese fatso just thinking about food. Farting and eating, that's all you do.
Yeah, keep consoling me.
Okay, in reality, I just love when he laughs and when he's happy, so it's fine.
She loves the bullying too.
Baby, sometimes it pisses me off. Like I just said, you are so happy and you're so cute when you do that. It just as long as you're happy.
Put that paint stick down. Go get some food. Yes, sir, Nick. I agree.
Trust me, it's very hard to when going in those intricate details. It's very hard to just give it up like this.
V-Man says he prefers seafood boil, home-cooked meals, and traditional Tongan food. Yeah.
Women, it sounds like you in New Zealand having a great
Products too.
Chris Nana, come to Texan and get some delicious barbecue or a steak. Actually, like I'm Norwegian, so I automatically get what's called an ESTA, which is a visa waiver for 3 months. But when Diana applied for American visa, it's because she was traveling a lot in that period. I think that was the reason why she got rejected.
It was government shutdown, but there are many other reasons too.
But yeah, no, we have quite a few people we know in Texas, so we're definitely considering coming over. And when I teach Diana skydiving, America is not probably, it is the best place in the world to learn skydiving. So we'll see.
Well, I would consider US, some parts of US as the part-time place too, also to check. It's also very expensive, but honestly,
South Asia is so much cheaper. Some parts of the Europe are also significantly cheaper.
Now I'm hungry too. Breakfast tacos. Ooh, I like Norway. It's such a peaceful place. Yeah, we've done some smart things there. Right, I have to go now. Take care, everyone. V-Man, take care, brother.
Take care.
Have a good one. I have to encourage Diana to take her time. I'm in no rush. That's from Peter. Yeah, like it's.
I'm just kind of a little bit invested. It's not because I'm trying to finishing it quickly. It's just I'm so obsessed right now. It's just clinical. We love Merlin. I'll miss him when I send it your way. I'll miss Merlin.
One more. Go get some food.
I will.
Everything is good in Norway except immigration policies. Too many immigrants. They have tightened it up quite a lot lately.
So it doesn't get like Sweden. Denmark, I think, is the strictest now. Did you see?
Yeah. It's just common sense policies, for instance. It's like you can't just come to the country now and get welfare from day one. The new law they just put in place is like you have to be in the country for 5 years working and stuff before you can get welfare. And that just makes sense. But they do have quotas for specifically refugees and that kind of stuff. But it's they're tightening it up. Hell, y'all! If you come to New York State, you must check out the Ad Iron. Difficult word. Adirondack Mountains, largest protected area in the U.S. Well, if we come over, Peter, we will link up with you. And Nick gifted another 5 membership.
Hey Nix, thank you.
Thank you.
I think that Nix left. I thought Nix left, but well, you're still here, and it's great.
I didn't know you were Norwegian, Chris. I went hiking in Bodø once. It was great, but very expensive country. Yeah, I know it's preposterously expensive in Norway. But wages reflect it, and the social stratification in Norway is very small. Even if you're working in a supermarket as a checkout, like just working in the register, or the most basic job, you have a flat screen, you have a nice apartment, you go on vacations a couple of times a year, and we have a very good healthy safety net for people. Sean Perry says it's pronounced Adirondack Mountains. Adirondack. Thank you, Sean. What do you think about Switzerland? Switzerland nearby. I mean, it's not nearby Norway, but my grandfather is from Switzerland. I have parts Swiss blood, and I spent a lot of time in Switzerland hiking mountains and jumping wingsuits there. I love Switzerland, but that's also one of those countries where, unless you live there and you're making a wage there, it's ridiculously expensive. Yeah, but Switzerland is a very, very beautiful country. I spent a lot of time around Lauterbrunnen, the Eiger. There's a lot of amazing jumping in that area. Adirondack Mountains. Okay, sweetie.
Yes?
Stretch a little bit again,
Yes.
and then consider wrapping it up.
Yes, but like, whoa. This is like you see it, the goat is getting there.
Merlin is really taking shape. If you like the Adriatic, that's how.
Adirondack.
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 Well, say it if I said it correctly. Or not.
Well, I said it correctly when Sean showed me how to. Adirondack, yes, Adirondack.
Adirondack.
But I was like Adirondack, or
I'm a Georgian. For me, so saying weird words like that is easy.
Adirondack. Adirondack.
Diana said it best. Yeah. She also farted.
Violence gonna start, emerge. Violence will emerge.
Thanks for streaming, guys. Have a good day. You too, Nix. Have an amazing day.
Have a good one. We're gonna wrap it up soon anyways, so
Yeah.
guys. If you need to sleep and, just take your time. Just
Chris is jealous, lol. That's okay. Diana can have the monopoly on being able to pronounce weird place names.
we're good at that, and also at navigating, like finding places. Usually it's like women are like turn off their brain when they're on the road with, except he always makes sure I'm on the inside of the sidewalk, so not close to the road. That's one thing he's making sure. But other than that, navigating, going to places, and sometimes he argues with it. He's like, "No, I'm pretty much sure it's like that way." And it's like, no, it's not. Come on, that's good.
Yes, sorry, kids. Sorry, kids.
Oh, good.
I'm time traveling through you guys. It's Thursday night here. Yeah, here it's
Oh, that's already.
Friday morning or Friday. Well, it's in 5 minutes. It's 12 o'clock. It's Friday in New York now. It's almost 1 a.m. Yeah, we're just about to move into our PM in like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah. But honestly, I'm actually gonna probably just wrap it up for now. You guys need to rest. We need to rest.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. These little, like, we've had, streams where we have like hundreds of viewers concurrently and all that kind of stuff, but I really like these smaller streams where we know everyone and everyone has like a little bit of inside humor and all that kind of stuff. It makes the streaming super pleasurable and hope fun for you guys also.
Yeah, no, completely.
Is it summer or winter there in Vietnam?
Like everywhere else?
I mean, now it's coming into a little bit of a warmer season. There's no like real winter here, obviously.
In the south of Vietnam, yeah, it's a tropical country, so it's.
You do have, in about 5-6 months, you're gonna have a rainy season, but that's probably the coldest time here. Blue Warrior says, have a good dinner. Thank you. They're above the equator, so spring, almost summer time, like here in the States. Yeah, that's about right.
Well, depending on the states too, right? States is also quite big land-wise, and same here. North of Vietnam can get cool.
Yeah. But where we're at on the coast here, it doesn't, unless it's
the
full-on
southern
storm.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the south part of the coast.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Ciao. Love you all. Thanks for the banter, laughter, and the painting. I'll stay till the end. Well, thank you, Peter. It's much appreciated.
Thank you very much, and
Unwise cat, right? It's winter here. Where are you? Where it's winter. I'm from Norway, so I'm supposed to be used to the cold, but I'm not a fan of cold. Yeah, Nix is being a little bit on the edge here. It's funny, but it's also, yeah. Sean Perry says, hey, it was fun. Thanks, Chris and Diana. Well, lovely to meet a fellow flyer. I'm not a pilot, but I love to fly. It's one of the greatest things ever.
Almost well, done for now.
Okay, little Captain OCD, put the pencil down.
Okay.
It puts it down.
Okay. Merlin.
Merlin. Okay, so the goat is Merlin. That's the one that doesn't have red hair. The wife is Diana. She has the red hair. I know they're very similar, but yeah.
Are you married, guys? Yes, as you can see. The degree of pulling is a married level.
Geneva and Zurich, what do you think about? I've only been briefly to either place. Whenever I went to Switzerland, it was always for the mountains.
Geneva and Zurich. What do you think about?
Yeah, that's two cities in Switzerland.
I know, but European geography I'm more familiar than other places. Okay.
So yeah, but this has been almost 3 hours now, so we say thank you so much for joining the stream. We love these smaller streams where there's just like a little handful of us and there's lots of banter and lots of fun.
And the Merlin?
Us, Merlin, and yeah. Bert is asking, what is that medallion you're wearing?
It's the Scandinavian Nordic compass called Vegvisir, which is, they would put it in the ships and everywhere, so would believe that the combination of those symbols is always going to give the way home. And there's old Futhark, 24 old Futhark runes on the circle here. So those runes were also used for the witchcraft, for the battle preparation, for domestic purposes, and I do feel like runes are very powerful magical tools. And yeah, just.
Okay, but again, guys, thank you so much. It's always massively appreciated when you join us on these little sessions. Throw us a subscribe so we can keep you updated on everything that's going on, and mucho love to you all.
Have a good day and good night depending where you're from, and see you next one.
Wave. Goodbye.
Ciao.